Yes. Joey. What position do you play now?
Shit, apparently whatever the team needs. So, I mean, as long as we get the win, man, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Is that fun to have a lot more stuff on your plate like that, or taxing?
Nah, for me, I'll say over the most part, it's fun just because of my love for the game and just for my love to compete. You know, I just like being on the field regardless. And I'm a competitor. So, like, whatever role I can compete and maximize on the field, that's what I'm going to do.
Did you call the position anything?
Try to talk into the mic.
No, I don't really call it anything. It's just whenever Chip is in the game, Chip in the game.
When did you start kind of working into this hybrid role? Was it back in the spring? Was it until preseason camp?
This was like kind of throughout the summer. We led heavy into it during fall camp. And I just built on it. Believe I gained the coaches' trust and confidence, and we rode with it during game time.
So it seems like you've seen Hulse a lot better game run than you did there last year. Is that something you worked on your vision this offseason?
No, because vision is something like you really work on. I feel like vision is just something that's given into you, like it's inherited. And as a running back, that's like a big thing. But no, it's really just slowing the game down. It's just knowing where your blocks is gonna be, anticipating blockers, and just knowing where people are gonna be before the play start.
Are you a lot more comfortable right now at running back than you did last year when you were thrust into a top 3 matchup and you played running back all of a sudden against Michigan?
I mean, you could say a little bit, but for the most part, when you train all year for that game and we do everything we do for that game, and when you get a role to be the guy in that game at that position, then you take that with a chip on your shoulder, and that's what I tried to do last year, and I'm just carrying it with me into this season.
What's the learning curve when you're going from running back one play and lead block?
It's really no curve, because I feel like as a runner, you got to know everybody's blocks, and just to piggyback off of that vision question, it's just about knowing where everybody's going to be at and just knowing where the open gaps is going to be. Oh, of course. We love to see each other succeed. I mean, as long as somebody in the running back room on the field doing the job, succeeding, I mean, that just reflects us as a whole, as a unit. So, no, it just came from I was given a nickname Blue Chip when I was like 8 years old. So like over the years, it just shortened down the chip. And I just rode with it, just stuck with it. Just carried a chip over my shoulder. You know, football hasn't been the journey that I expected it to be, but you know, that's life in general. So I just keep that chip on my shoulder every play, every snap, and every game.
What would you have thought when you transferred in here as a linebacker a year ago if you were told you were playing fullback right now?
Quite frankly, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I love my role here because I love my brothers. So whatever the role called for, I mean, that's what I'm going to fulfill, and I'm going to do my due diligence 110%. I mean, as a running back, you block, but nah, not really before that. I mean, I feel like blocking, it just comes down to how aggressive you want to be at the end of the day, and just wanting to put a helmet on the helmet at the end of the day.
Yeah, for you, we're probably experiencing like pass protection, pass blocking, but maybe less is like a sort of leaving convoy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just about physicality at the end of the day. Who more physical? Who wanted more? So. Oh yeah, I mean I've worked with the tight ends. I work with the receivers a little bit. Not too heavy, not to make things too complicated, but like I said, I'm just doing whatever the team needs me to do and just trying to fulfill and maximize that job title.
What is something frustrating you would do with those receivers? Or
Whether if it was just like routes or just like certain blocking techniques or just little stuff like that, just to help me be more comfortable and just know what to do once the play got caught.
Tim, what's the sense that this offense is going to click a little better? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Saturday there were like 4 or 5 plays that they'd gone y'all's way
Mm.
would have really flipped that game. Like when you came out of the backfield, you know,
Mm.
like a little boot
Yeah,
pass, the guy chipped you, pardon the expression,
yeah.
and you fell down, but you got right back up. But I mean, is there a sense that some things have been ironed or going to be ironed out this week? What's your sense of that?
No, yeah. What Coach Day preached a lot this week was execution. So I mean, we know what Youngstown State is really going to come down to us at the end of the day. I mean, every game comes down to us, but it really comes down to how bad we want it, how hard you're going to play, and execution. And I feel like as long as we execute our plays and just have successful drives, then it's going to keep building and building upon, and everybody in the offense will get more comfortable week by week.
Did you think you were going to have this much exposure, this much playing time this year? Based on the way last year ended, obviously you came on and running back. Did you envision being in there as much as you were like Saturday?
Um, Quite frankly, I don't even have a definite answer to tell you. I just know that I just worked hard, kept my head down, and just stayed ready. Um, I'm just the type of player that I'm a maximize whatever role that's given to me. So whether that's blocking, whether that's being a running back, whether that's flexing out, coming in, crunch blocking, like I'm gonna just do my best because I'm a competitor at the end of the day, and I just want to compete.
last two questions.
No, it's appreciative. It's very appreciative. Both of us being Northeast Ohio guys, so definitely thankful for just the recognition overall. But I mean, it's week 1. I got to build on it. So simple as that.
Last question to Dan right here.
What do you think it is that makes you a good fit for this role to be able to play both running back and fullback, tight end, whatever?
I would say just my knowledge overall for the game. I understand a lot. I can pick up a lot, and I see a lot on the field as the plays happening. As coaches call it, being a fixer. Not knowing. I mean, you having your assignment, but if another assignment blows up, are you gonna fix the play and keep the play going? So just overall being a fixer and just having that competitive mentality, just going on the field and just finding a way to win.
All right, Chip. Thank you so much, Chip.
What'd you say?
Have you ever played fullback before?
Nah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chip. We'll bring in Jaden Fielding.
I mean, it was a dream come true. I've always wanted to play big time college football, and there's no place to do it like Ohio State. It's best in the country, best players in the country, best coaches, just the best environment too. I think there's always going to be a little bit of nerves, definitely, but me and Jesse and John have gotten thousands of reps in practice this spring and all through the summer and fall camp. So I was just I felt ready for it. The guys have all installed confidence in me, and just having that extra boost from the guys really helped too.
What's that do for you going forward, having 3 big kicks in a game like that? I mean, kind of like the difference between the game being tight and not.
Well, in the game, you really don't think about it. You're just thinking about doing your job and helping the guys win. I wanted to help Kyle in the offense, and I wanted to help the defense too. We all played really well, and I thought just doing my job. I mean, it's just like practice. I feel like practice here is harder than the games. So, fielding, it's like in baseball. Yeah, my buddies from back home that mentioned that to me. So.
So he messed up your first name too. So give us an idea. I know you haven't done a lot. Give us an idea of what it's like to kick in the shoot. What are the challenges that present themselves to you?
There's always the I actually feel more pressure kicking in front of the home crowd. There's always a high expectation when you play at Ohio State, but the swirling winds, all that sort of stuff. But I feel like it's the same as practice, just going out there and doing what I've been doing since I was in 6th grade.
Did you show up every day in preseason camp with a mindset you're the kicker? How did you approach that? You understand what I'm saying from a competition standpoint?
No, definitely. Parker's a great kicker, and I feel like I had to prove myself every day. And I feel like he really pushed me to be a better kicker and pushed me across the finish line in terms of perfecting my craft and coming in with the attitude every day of having to prove myself. Definitely. I had always bet on myself. I feel like even in high school, moving from my home high school to IMG, I was betting on myself to go in and be the guy and, kind of prove to everybody around the country that I could kick at this level. So I feel like why not take that opportunity in college too? It was definitely hard. Debating between schools, and it's never an easy decision, especially for a kicker where, there's one guy that does the job. There's one football, right? There's one guy to kick it. So having to go through and select a place was definitely hard, but I felt like Ohio State was home.
Did IMG come after you, or was it vice versa?
I was definitely looking for an opportunity, but they definitely came out and found me. And I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, and what from your vantage point, what was the attraction for them of you? What do you remember them telling you?
They wanted me to come in, and they had watched film of me at camps, and they really liked my ability to kick off and hit some deep field goals.
In League City, what's that school? Is that 4A?
That's 6A. So it's 6A, the highest division. Barely. We're a pretty good school. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to get exposure down there too, right? I mean,
We weren't winning very many games. We were playing some good schools, so it was hard for me to get a lot of kicks up, and I feel like, when you play at a place like IMG, you get coaches like Ryan Day on the sidelines, so that helps.
so two more questions. You would say something like that. I want to bet on myself. Show
Mhm.
Did you say that because you had doubters? People, you've been surrounded by noise like that.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like I wasn't given every opportunity that most guys were out of high school, and so I feel like by coming here as a walk-on, kind of like, I don't want to compare myself to X, but I feel like X is a great story. So I want to be like X. I want to be the guy like X, being a walk-on, you always feel doubted, but proving yourself and proving to everybody else that you can do it's just what I like to do.
How far? You have scholarship now?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I'm allowed to comment on that.
Oh, really?
You mentioned your deep field goals. What do you feel like is your comfortable range? How far you can go?
I feel pretty comfortable from about 60 and in. I feel like that's a pretty good range.
You mentioned not having a ton of nerves at opening it. When do you feel settled in though? Like, was it opening kickoff after your first field goal? Like, when do you kind of feel settled in with the game?
Having only done it for one game, I felt really, really comfortable after that first field goal. I felt like everything was going pretty smooth.
Your favorite ride on Seabrook Pier was what?
Probably the old Egyptian ride, the swing. Oh yeah, love that one.
Last question.
It was actually Coach Day and Coach Fleming. They came to me. I would say it was like a dream come true. I immediately called my parents. That was like a really good day. Really good day.
All right, Shane, thank you.
55, I think. 55. Yeah.
Thank you, Jaden.
Thank you.
All right, guys, Julian Fleming. You got the first question.
Can we not do this right now?
The first question.
I really appreciate not doing it. What you got for me, bro?
Who's your favorite linebacker?
Tommy Eichenberg. Steel Chambers. CJ Hicks too.
Just a little bit about the kind of rhythm that you felt when you got in. That nice 6 catches. Looked like you were playing.
Yeah, definitely. We started off a little bit slower than we expected the run game, even the pass game. So we're kind of just building that comfortability. It was kind of a feeling out process, I would say, for the first quarter or so, just to see, because they had so many transfers, and just seeing what the scheme that they were going to run with this year compared to last year was, like I said, a feeling out process. But yeah, I felt like I got in a little bit of a rhythm, and like I said, the confidence definitely built it. And I said I'm just excited for our team as a whole to just continue to build week by week. It's actually really good. Definitely no complaints. Really happy with it. Just got to keep taking care of it.
Yeah. What did y'all address mainly this week so far, Jay, from the standpoint of getting that rhythm, getting that continuity?
Yeah, definitely getting the rhythm is one thing, but our first goal was just to win the first game. So we came out 1-0, and this week's just another week. We got to continue to prepare. We got to continue to build and just keep going.
Yeah, and as you looked at that opener, what was sort of missing, like, intermittently? Because obviously y'all scored 2 points.
Like I said, I think it was really just a feeling out process to start. They came in with a whole new squad, a lot of transfers, I think over 20 transfers. We only had their film from last year, and we played them so late in the year. So you never really knew what was going to happen, if they were going to switch their defenses or their scheme, schematically, whatever they were going to do. So it was definitely, like I said, a feeling out process, and first game of the season for us.
Has Kyle asserted himself even more this week as a starting quarterback? And how does that work between you guys and the starting quarterback?
Yeah, we build chemistry with both of them as the season go on. Right now, I think they're pushing each other to get better and better week by week, and building each other into better leaders, better players, and they're going to continue to both improve.
Julian, Coach Day talked about week 1 and week 2, you guys made big jumps. You've been here for a while. Have you seen that jump happen before, and what does that look like now?
He actually brought that up on Tuesday in our meeting, and I definitely think it's one of the realest things. Coming into week 1 in college football it's kind of a feeling out process, like I said, for every team, because you never know what the other team's going to come in with schematically or whatever. But the second week, you get to see 1 week of film, you get to see what they're coming in with, and you get to really prepare for that team.
What was it like seeing Carnell out there? I know we've talked a lot about him in the spring, summer, but his first game, what do you see from him?
Oh yeah, no, I think it was awesome for him. He's come through, he's put in all the work. He's a freshman, but he doesn't act like a freshman, he doesn't carry himself like a freshman. He's got a really, really bright future, and I'm really excited for him.
Do you think Kyle handled his first game, the atmosphere of everything like that? How do you think he handled it?
I think he did really well. He definitely showed some leadership qualities at times, and like I said, I thought it was a pretty good first game for him. A lot to build on as a team, a lot to build on as him, and it's going to be exciting.
The leadership qualities, was that a vocal thing? Was that just kind of by his actions? What did you see?
He's a little bit vocally, yeah, but just by his actions, staying calm under pressure. He threw a pick at one point and came back the next drive and just ready to go. So, just seeing him, build that poise was really good.
Julian, remember when I told you that Chip should play fullback?
No.
Well, I did, but he's doing a lot of different things out there. What does his, versatility, toughness, what does that add to this offense?
I think it adds a really, really dangerous aspect, from a fullback standpoint, to use him in the game. He could play tight end. He could play really any different position on the field. You saw him, he started out on defense. Now he's a running back. So I think Chip, as a whole, he's a big guy. He's really short. He's really strong. Sky's the limit for him. He's a really, really amazing athlete. He's fast. He's physical, in all aspects of the game.
You guys like 22 personnel? What does that give your offense?
22 personnel gives us a little bit more protection. It gets some other people in the game at different spots, and it really opens up, I'd say, pass game and stuff like that, just some more protection. I don't mind blocking. Whatever's really going to help the team. And there's a challenge this week, coming in and really asserting ourselves on outside on the perimeter. So it's going to be exciting. Hopefully, we're going to be able to assert our dominance. We got really, really big receivers. We got strong receivers, fast, physical receivers. So I'm really excited.
Was that a huge emphasis during camp, or was that it's part of the playbook we're calling it?
Definitely. I think the running game really opens up the passing game. So we have to assert our run game early. Our running backs, we want 4 yards every play. And if we can continue to do that, we're going to run the ball as much as we can. It's going to bring somebody down in the box, and it's going to open us up, later in the game.
You said coming out of the game, you felt going into being healthy. It's based on obvious play. How much difference does that make for you? And how much were you able to feel going into the game?
Honestly, it was really exciting. Just going in, being pretty much 100%. First game, everybody's 100%. As the season goes on, everyone starts to play with some bumps and bruises and things like that. But, coming in and just knowing that my body was where I wanted to be was really exciting, and I was really happy about it.
You talked about how, when you weren't fully healthy, you couldn't be as physical as you wanted
that show up after the catch too? Like the one you had over the middle, you broke away for a few extra yards after that. Like, is that part of the physicality aspect?
Yeah, I definitely think so. And for the past couple of years, I haven't been able to use a stiff arm or anything like that. I kind of got out of my arsenal. But I think it's going to make its way back. I just got to constantly build my comfortability back with both of my shoulders and just continue to improve. Yeah, no, I definitely think that's thing. Like I said, it was his first game, and people are going to say what they want to say, but we kind of have a Woody versus everybody atmosphere. And one of my favorite quotes that actually CJ said was, "I don't want to prove anyone wrong. I want to prove everyone right that believed in me in the first place." So I think, if they just go out with that same attitude every single day, nothing could really bother you. I was surprised I didn't get hit. That was my big thing. I saw it coming through, and I also saw the guy coming through, and I was just like, I'm gonna get hit, so I got to hold on to it regardless. And I don't know if I got lucky or what, that he just kind of whiffed, and I just came to that little stop. But it was a great ball by him. He threaded the needle, so I can't complain.
So you played CJ.
First time starting quarterback. To see that throw specifically on camera, or I guess when you rewatch, you gotta be a little impressed with that one, right?
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was awesome. I love the aggressiveness. I love him coming out with that confidence and that edge that he really needed. And I thought it was great, and I can't wait for him to improve and just continue to do that.
Some of you guys started to get a bit of when he was throwing the ball down the field. Did you guys feel that a little bit in the second half as he trusted himself to throw the ball down the field? You guys all kind of got it a little better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So, like I said, that first half was more of a feeling out process than anything. It was just kind of hard, not knowing what they're going to come in with schematically and knowing we were going to come in with schematically. So, just as that first half went on, we saw what was going to come. We saw, all the plays that we thought we were going to like in the second half, and I feel like that really, made everyone a lot more comfortable. Good, appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's awesome. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's really good. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm serious about that. Thank you.
I have been told this table is done. Anything else will be over there. What? Okay, I lied. I was lied to. I was lied to.
Yeah.
He told me I was
All right, guys, we'll have Josh Pryor here in the middle.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
How cool was it playing in your home state?
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't play there 2 years ago. It was Dewan and I think Nick. But yeah, it was cool to come back. It's hot, very hot. I think my mom said the field felt like it was like 110, so it was super hot.
How would you kind of assess the offensive line performance?
I would say mediocre, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of people take into account it's the first week. You don't know what they're running. You have previous film, but Matt Guerreri was there, guy who knew Ohio State offense. So and to scout the 40+ transfers that they had, and basically I don't know how many transfers they had on defense, but I knew it was a lot. To scout those guys too is difficult for an offensive line. Yeah, I'd say it was mediocre, but I think we got a lot of stuff to improve on. So.
Did they do things that you didn't expect, or was it such a mystery that you didn't even know what to expect?
No, I think we knew what they were going to do. We didn't know that if they were going to implement Matt Guerreri stuff with Coach Allen's stuff, or they were just going to keep it how Coach Allen likes to run his defense, and they did a little bit of both. But I think it's just building that chemistry. Week one, like Coach Day said, week 1 to week 2 should be a major difference.
Ryan said that everything that he saw on film from you guys is correctable. Everything's correctable. Do you agree with that? And how much did you see originally that was just like, okay, we could definitely get this fired out?
Yeah. I think it's more of a communication issue than everything. I mean, going on the road the first week at a Big Ten conference, and don't get me wrong, you can call my word for this. I think Indiana is going to a bowl game this year easily, and I think they're gonna be a good team, a really good team actually, with that defense. But I think everything was correctable. It's just little slight communication errors on us that we have to fix.
You played with Matt
Yeah.
once last year.
Yeah.
But what was it like to get another start beside him?
It's cool. I mean, Matt's the old dog in the offense line room. It's good to be by him because I know when he's locked in, no one's getting around him.
What did you like about the way that you played that allowed you to grade out the champion?
I liked that we were all we were all on the same page. It's just that we had a little bit of mistakes. I mean, yeah, I graded out champion, but I don't look that as oh, look at me, like, oh, I'm champion. I'm no, because you got to keep working. Because if you stop and you sit on the top of the mountain and you don't keep climbing, then somebody's gonna get you real good. So.
You're all on the same page, but sometimes different paragraphs. I mean,
I mean, it's just and Indiana brings a lot of stuff with defense, with blitzes, the twist, their blitz patterns, all that stuff. So I think it's just slight correctable errors that we made, and it's more of just getting comfortable with communicating, working the fit, and just executing it.
is there a point where an offensive line gets to where you don't necessarily have to yell anything? The other guy knows. You understand what I'm saying? I mean,
no, I don't think so, because I think if you're always communicating, it's always good for an offensive line. I think if you're not communicating, then offensive line can be on the different pages, like you said, or different paragraphs, like you said.
You mentioned all the communication a couple times. The fact that Josh Simmons had only been here since July or whatever.
Yeah.
The fact that Carson's a first, second year guy. I mean, were those factoring into, you think, what you saw last Saturday?
I think it was all of us. I wouldn't pin it on them. I think it's all of us because I played a little bit. Matt's played a lot. Donnie's played a lot. I think it's on us and Carson and Josh to communicate and work and know who we're working to.
Josh, did that get better throughout the game? And if you think it did, what would you highlight as an example of y'all kind of getting on the same page?
Yeah, I would say probably late third into the fourth quarter, because we knew we had to score and we had to win. And I think that's what people are forgetting is you're here to win. You're not here to win by. I mean, if you win by 50, it's good, but a win's a win. Going against a Big Ten opponent. But I think going back to what your question is, the fourth quarter I think was our time where we were like, okay, now we got it down. Now we know how they play, because you don't know how to play. They play because they're transfers. So, you don't know how they play together. You don't know. And like I said before, that defense is really good.
They said that Carson Hinton called a decent game.
Yeah.
Bad start for him. What do you think from him in the middle of that offensive line?
Yeah, I think Carson did really well. Like I said, I think all of us have correctable mistakes. But I think Carson played a really good first game for his first start. Yeah.
And then Coach Day also said from week 1 to week 2, teams can make a big jump. You've been here a while.
Yeah.
You've seen this offense do that. What does that look like for this offensive line this week?
I think just firing out with low pads, and then in the pass game, blocking our guy and working the fit and knowing who we have.
Josh, the short yardage situation is a particular problem.
Yeah.
When you watched that, what did you see? The same stuff we talked about, or was it something different?
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of miscommunication. I mean, I would say some of that was my fault to Luke. I take ownership of that. He's a new guy. He's a freshman. So I should communicate when we're in the personnel that we're in with him. I think it's my fault because I got to tell him, hey, you got this guy to this guy. If this guy comes, you take him. in a matter of 4 or 5 seconds. So yeah, I put that on me.
Criticism has been fairly substantial this week about the offensive line.
Yeah.
Are you guys oblivious to it? Do you take it to heart? Do you care about it? What's your thought of that?
I saw a clip. Kirk Herbstreit said that Ohio State fans can be psychotic. I love Ohio State fans. I love Buckeye fans. But I think the scrutiny that we're under right now, it doesn't affect us because we're trying to win. I mean, yeah, the offensive line didn't play very well. Look around the country, offensive line didn't play very well. And you can go on Twitter, search up offensive line play. I don't think they said one good thing about an offensive lineman until you win the game, and then like, oh, we won the game, and everybody's gonna forget about it in a month, 2 months now. So.
Maybe last time we talked to you, like, kind of along on that same subject, like we put it on film, we put the corrections on film, we know we're good now.
Yeah.
So what you saw then, what you experienced on Saturday, you think you attribute that more to? I'm assuming that was not what you guys put on film. You attribute that more just to what Indiana was doing?
Yeah, I would say. First game jitters is always a thing too. I think just going out there. Like I said, 40 plus transfers. I don't know how many. You can get the numbers on defense. I forget how many, but and then seeing how they play and how they make run fits, how they do pass fits. So yeah.
Is there a hunger among you guys to show, hey, we're better than what we showed week one?
Yeah, I think so. If the hunger's not there, then we're in trouble. So yeah, I think the hunger's there. I think it's just getting on the same page and having communication.
What's the puzzle that Youngstown State presents? I mean, you've seen a little bit of video of things.
Yeah.
Now.
I think they're really, really good. Really, I think their 3 or 4 defensive ends they rotate is really good, and I think their interior is really good, and their linebacker play is really good. I think we just gotta work the fit, and then based on there, and use our technique, and hopefully win.
Josh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's it. We'll see you on the lightning round.